and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
There you go, Jack. Hot 70, hot 70.
The Cotton Bowl MVP in this stadium in 2020, Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Huntley to throw. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready, break. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, Huntley. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Cowboys hit 6 and 5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
19 tight end. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Huntley. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. throwing on first down. Huntley, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, it's Stevenson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott from the gun. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Vikings, ready.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On 1st down, Huntley. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That is caught by Lamb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Big Derek Brown making the stop. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Cowboys.
On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
19.
Throwing to start the drive.
Huntley. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Trap 50.
Off play action. Huntley.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Prescott off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Play action now. Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tyler Huntley
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Rams 21, Cowboys 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Gonna run again here with Pollard. A nice little juke.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give here to Pollard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Go to 54.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Huntley to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
18 running.
Here's Huntley. Checking this down to Stevenson.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
To throw, Huntley. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Stevenson.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Huntley.
That'll be complete to Stevenson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A couple more minutes.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap.